So I thought I would give a shot at making my own soap today. I'm going to do the cold process. I've got olive oil, beeswax, lye, and some essential oils. I don't know if I have enough, but we'll see. I got water, a couple different containers, and a stick blender up there, and a scale. Went ahead and typed in all the ingredients into one of those online soap calculators. So I came out with me using 40 ounces of olive oil, 1 ounce of beeswax, 5.26 ounces of lye, and 12.273 ounces of water. So I'll just go through this whole process of weighing each of the things out and then mixing them together and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to start by weighing out the lye. I'm doing everything in ounces. I'm looking for 5.26 ounces. Now I set this up with a 3 to 4% super fat, so it's going to be an oil-rich soap. So I'm not too worried about like overshooting or undershooting with the lye. I'm still like way under what it would be for. So anyway, all the lye is going to be used up in this process, and there'll be some leftover oil. Alright, so where are we at? Let's just weigh out the oil. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add oil. Okay, so there's 40 ounces of oil. Olive oil, by the way. It's extra virgin. I don't think it really matters, but okay, so there's an ounce of beeswax. I'm gonna have to take this and melt it down prior to adding it to the oil. It has a higher melt temperature than olive oil, and if I were to just like stick it in right now, it wouldn't do anything. We'd end up with chunks of beeswax in the soap. So I'm gonna take it inside and heat it up with a hot water and a bain-marie, most likely just in the microwave, but we'll see. I've never done this before, so I'm not quite sure how it'll work out. Right, so there's 12.273 ounces of water. Now what I'm going to do is mix the water in with the lye. So when you do this, it off gases. I don't know if you can see it. You don't want to breathe that in. And it's also exothermic, so that you can feel heat just coming right off the top of this. And naturally, it's lye, so it's caustic, so you don't want to get on your skin or splash in your eyes. It's a good idea to wear gloves or and then safety glasses. I'll let that sit a minute or two. Okay, so just wanted to show you how hot the sodium hydroxide solution gets. So around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, from what I've read, you want to make sure that your oil and your sodium hydroxide mixture, your lye mixture, are about the same temperature. So I'm going to let the lye continue to sit here and cool down a little bit. When it gets down into around 140 or so, I'm going to go ahead and heat the olive oil up so that they kind of meet somewhere in the middle. So you can see the beeswax is starting to melt. All I have here is the beeswax is obviously it's in this little container that I weighed it out in, and then this is just a measuring cup. I put water in, let the water start to boil in the microwave, and then this has just been sitting in here and I've been stirring it every few minutes, and you can see it is starting to liquefy, so we're on track with that. Okay, so my olive oil is at 140 degrees, the sodium hydroxide's at about 146 degrees, and my beeswax is liquefied. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the beeswax into the olive oil. I'm going to add my essential oils, and then we're going to start blending all this stuff together and see how this goes. Okay, so it's starting to get thick, kind of like pudding. You can see how it kind of coats the top and everything. So I'm going to stir it a little longer, and then I'm going to transfer it over into a mold. Okay, so there we got 2 trays of soap cakes. It actually is a lot more than I had expected. When I first measured out, you know, based off of water. I should have taken oil volume into account because it's going to be slightly different. But anyway, so a whole bunch of bars of soap. Now I got to wait 24 hours for them to set up, and then we'll see how this stuff does. I guess it takes like 4 or 5 weeks for it to actually cure. So I'll pop the cakes out tomorrow and then let them sit, and then we'll do a test run of them in about a month. Okay, so after several weeks of just sitting, I had them sitting on a piece of wood. They've cured. They're very hard now, and what I've done is I've just gone ahead and wrapped them all in some tissue paper so I can store them in the pantry. Soap works really well. It's got a very low odor or aroma. I didn't use enough essential oils, and I'll have to get more if I plan on making any more soap. I'll have to get larger bottles of essential oil. But soap works really well, and I've actually been using it as a facial soap. It doesn't seem to dry out my skin. It doesn't seem to be very harsh, and it's actually really good at cleaning just dirt off your hands in general. It seems to, you know, do what soap's supposed to do. So pretty cool. And really easy, kind of nice.